Welcome back. Day 2 upkeep. We are ready to go. We will move the first player marker over to Michael, but we don't want to forget to give Jenny her $1 income. Now let's see. I wanted to. I'm jumped right back into recording. I didn't want to wait. I was ready to go. So we're going to move her lore down 1. And Mike, we want to move his luck up 1. All right. Yeah. And then we'll slide down here. And right here. Now Amanda has 3 focus, but we're only going to use 2 of that. I want to lower her speed down 2 because she doesn't need to move that far. And we're going to leave him where he's at. Now it's time for the movement phase. Now again, since the movement phase basically takes place all at the same time, I'm going to start down here and move 1, 2, 3 with Dexter. We want to move into the science building, grab this clue, but also it has a good chance of earning clues. Possibly the historical society, but we're going to go to the science building, and that will give him a clue. And we will move right over here, and we're just going to leave Amanda here at the Black Cave. That's why we moved her speed down. And we will do that. Or was it her speed or her lore I moved down? I meant to move. I'll double check and update you. Now, we are going to try and take out these monsters. Now, this is risky. One of them is nasty. It is a mask villain, which is only played with this I believe with this ancient one. Plus, we're right next to a mob of monsters there at the gate, but we're going to try that. And then here with Jenny, we're going to go 1, 2 to the curio shop because she has a lot of money. Right now, can't move through the district there. The merchant district. So Michael McGlynn has the +1 to will, which brings his will to 4 for horror checks, and you can spend clues to get extra, get 2 instead of 1. He's rocking the Tommy gun in this fight, but during the movement he stopped here. Now, if he wanted to continue on, he'd have to sneak past both of these monsters to continue moving with a -3 penalty on the mask. We're not going to do that. He's going to stop. He wants to fight. So fighting will happen during the movement phase. So let's go ahead and start with this one. It says before making the horror check, you must pass a luck -1 check or be devoured. So that's why he wanted to raise up his luck. So his luck is now sitting at, what is that, 3? I got a bunch of dice here. I'm trying to get them out of there. So 3, that'll be 2. And he passed. Excellent. That was the part I was worried about. Now, if you pass, you gain 2 clue tokens. But in either case, you return this creature back to the cup because it is endless. See if I can get that to focus. There we go. So we passed, we get 2 clue tokens, which is excellent. So I will put that in the bag. Give him 2 clue tokens. I will just set them right here on his character for now, so I'll remember. Can't quite reach that far, but we have another monster here. We have the undead. Now this is a really weak monster. So you get -1 to your will check, which is not bad. -1 on attack. But we should be able to handle this no problem. So Wheel. Our wheel is going to be 3 plus 1 minus 1, so 3. And he passed. He gets a 5. Excellent, excellent. Now we get to do the combat. So his combat is a 4. Is that correct? I'm trying to look at it from way over here. Sorry, I didn't have that all planned out a little better. Yes, his fight is a 4. And the Tommy gun will get him 6 more. But this will be a minus 1. So, there we go. He only has 1 hit point. So I just need 1 success. And even if this one didn't... It was out of the box. I'm going to say while I'm rolling, if it doesn't land here, it doesn't count. But still, he has plenty of successes. So, this one is not endless. He will get to keep this as a trophy. That is a 1-point trophy. So I'm going to go put these over on his board. And then we're going to... he's technically the first player. And so he will not have an encounter. So when we come back, we will look at Amanda. In the darkness, you happen upon the remains of a previous spelunker. Make a luck +0 check and consult the chart below. Alright, I'm not going to look at the chart yet. Going to make a luck +0. And Amanda's luck is 2, but she does have the +1 to her luck. So that is 3. And we only have 1 success. So do I want to... I think I will, just this once to show you how this works. With that luck card, it says right here that when you spend a clue token to add to any luck check, add 1 extra bonus die. So, right now I have 1 success. She's going to spend 1 of her clues, and that will let her get a new die. I'll just use one of the dice here. But with her luck skill, she gets 2 dice for the price of 1 clue token. So come on. No, do I want to risk it again? Let's do it. Let's do it. I really feel like we need to get at least 1 more success. Nope. I'm going to stop there. I've already ruined her clue gathering, so let's see what we have. The body has been ripped apart as if shredded by a powerful monster. Lose 1 sanity. Wow. So, that was it. Oh, I would have lost a sanity and gotten a monster attack if I didn't get at least 1. Tough luck for Amanda, who had the luck skill, and some people I know would be banishing those dice. So we're in the science building with Dexter. You find a student pondering on a strange device that he has hooked up to a massive machinery. He states that if the dimensional beam machine, if you offer to help him, make a lore -2 check. And if you... Wait. Do I want to read... I don't know if I'm going to read the rest of that yet. So do we want to help him? Let me look at his lore before I finish reading that. And his lore is only a 3. And that would be a -2 check. I don't think I'm going to. I just think I'm not going to. It says you may, right? If you offer. Yep, I'm just not going to. Because Amanda just had a bad turn and we're not doing too bad yet. So that will bring us up to Jenny. So instead of having a regular encounter, she will go to the curio shop and see what we find. So we're going to flip over top 3. She can buy one if she wants. +9 to combat, loses sanity, and discard. It's not bad. Exhaust, spend 2 movement and 1 sanity to roll a die. If you roll a success, draw a spell, or gain 3 clues. But if it's a failure, you lose 2 stamina. So you spend 2 movement and roll a die. But there's no check. It's just... Oh. It's just 1 die. No modifiers. Exhaust and spend 2 movement points to make a lore -2 check. Ow, if you pass, draw 1 skill and discard. Ooh, a skill. Skill or 3. Let's try this. Let's try this to try to get another skill card. So she'll buy that for $5, and somebody gets to draw extra skills, so maybe we can pass this off to them. So that will cost $5, and it is a shame in the base game there's no way to sell off some of that excess items, because I've got too many weapons right now. I can't hold them all in my hands. And again, we have no otherworld encounters yet, but hopefully soon. And it is the Mythos phase. Now, technically, at the end of this turn, we're going to go ahead and deal with that and see what we have on our new Mythos card. All right. The headline: the Silver Lodge ritual lets 2 monsters loose in the French Hill streets. Are you kidding me? And the clue appears at Hibbs Roadhouse. Well, that's good. Hibbs Roadhouse is up here. Then we have, oh, the Black Cave. So yeah, we will have some encounters next turn. So, Black Cave, let's go ahead and see what's going to happen. This probably is the strangest, hardest, weirdest part of learning the game for new players, is that these cards kind of go backwards in reverse order. So we're going to spawn this gate here at the Black Cave. It won't quite focus. There we go. Which is where Amanda is. So let's see what we get. We'll just draw the top one, and we'll get the Dreamlands. Okay, that's not too bad. And the Dreamlands. So she will get sucked into this gate and go to the Dreamlands right here. And she will be... So she is delayed and will not move from that location next turn. So that is the first thing. Then we need to draw a monster. Let's see what we get here. We get another Migo. So that's whatever. That's not great. Also, since we have another gate open, we're going to add 1 to our Ancient One Waking. Then we did the clue. Then we're going to do monster movement. So circle will move on white, and these 2 circles are going to move right here, which is unfortunate, and the square is going to move right there on going down the black path. Now here's what's really bad. 2 monsters are going to be let loose in the French Street Hills. So he made a mistake going to fight those monsters that close to that mob. So we get a fire vampire, which he can sneak past if he wants. It's physical immunity. That's what stings. It's not that tough. It has ambush. It's not that tough. Let's see what the Migos have. That's right. You don't get to keep it as a trophy. And then this has ambush. It's a ghoul. Can't sneak past it either. He is going to probably die next turn. This is looking pretty ugly, but we're going to go ahead and do this during her upkeep. Give her the money. We will pass this over to Amanda. And I don't believe any of them are going to change their stats. He's going to need to keep his wheel up just for this one monster. He is going to try and fight all of these. We will see how it goes. And I don't think anybody's going to change any of their stats. So I think we're ready for the movement phase. Amanda was delayed from the gate opening on her. She will simply stand up, try to orient herself. That is her movement. Now Dexter was over here in the science building, and we are going to have him move 1, 2, 3 into the unvisited aisle. That way he can pick up a clue and try to get some more clues. We need to get him some clues. Now Jenny, she has 2 movement. We left it at 2, but she's not going to move anywhere. But she is going to use the tome that she got because there's no penalty for failing. So it says exhaust and spend 2 movement. Well, she has 2 that she didn't use, so she'll just use those. And it's during, you notice, during the movement phase. Lore -2. Check. Her lore is 3. So 3 minus 2 is 1. Let's see if I can get this in here. No, that's a big fail. Okay. But nothing happens. You just exhaust this and she can try again next turn. Next would be Michael. Now, like, remember, everybody moves at the same time, but I'm kind of doing these in order when they're not overlapping with each other and interacting with each other. He's just here in the French Hill. He has a mob of monsters, so he's not going to move anywhere because to move, he would have to evade every one of them, and I think he would rather fight them or at least try. Evading and combat will happen during the movement phase, so we're over here, and we're going to start with this nasty monster right there. He would be hard to evade anyway with a -3, and it says if you fail the combat check against the Shambler, you're just lost in time and space. That's it. So we need to, that's why there's no damage over here. You don't take any damage, you're lost. So we have to first do the horror check, which will be wheel. Let me see if I can focus a little bit better. There we go. So his wheel is at a 3, 4, -2, so that'll be 2. So let's see if he can pass this. No, he did not. Do I want to? I don't think I want to lose 2 of his 3, so we will. We spend 1 clue. And since he's using it for wheel, he gets to pick 2 dice instead of just 1. There we go. Oh, you can't see it on camera. Let me just slide it up. There we go. So we get a 5. Tell you what, let me see if I can get this to work. I just don't have an edge to throw the dice against. So we don't lose that. So now we go into combat. That's -2. So let's see. Fight. 4 plus 6 would be 10. -2 would be 8. So there we go. That's all we needed to do. Ooh, we barely did it though. We barely got 1. That's all we needed was 1. But we do defeat that monster. We take that as a trophy. Now it's the Mi-Go. And it would be a -2 to sneak as well. Only a -1 on the wheel, but still -2 sanity. That's why I want to do these in this order. So 3 plus 1 is 4. -1 is 3. Oh, thank goodness. So, no sanity lost. So he will get 4 fight. And like I said, I've always said this. Fight deals with hit points. Will deals with sanity. Why are those... They feel backwards to me. That's just me. Shot or the Tommy gun will get me 6. If you pass the combat check, well, let's see. He only needs to do 1, and he did. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So 3 successes there. So it says when you defeat the Mi-Go, when you pass the combat check, you return it to the box and draw 1 unique item. So you do not get to keep this as a trophy. So, unique item. We got the Necronomicon. Exhaust, spend 2 movement to make a Lord, -2 check. If you pass, draw 1 spell and lose 2 sanity. I don't know if I even want to do that. That's crazy. I don't even know if I'd want to give that to somebody to lose 2 sanity to draw a spell. I mean, even Dexter, I don't know if I'd want him to lose that much sanity. And I forgot to give him his starting sanity. So let's go ahead and do that while I'm sitting here looking at his board, and he's already insane. There we go. Alright. Next is the Ghoul. Again, that would have been a -3 to try and evade, so he seems fairly weak. There we go. We got a 6. This one didn't count. It didn't stay on the thing. It was leaning, but it didn't matter. We still passed. And -1 on combat, so let's see, 4, 8, 9. All we need is 1 hit. 1 hit. There we go. We got 3. Another trophy of 1. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, the Fire Vampire. Now this one's a little scary because he is physical immunity. That means we cannot use the Tommy gun on him. But we don't even have to make a sanity check, which is crazy. Because even if we fail, we don't lose any sanity. So we don't need to make a will check. There's no need. So now we'll just do combat, which will be 4 minus 2. All we need is 1 success. And there it is. That's another trophy. And now the witch. She's a little difficult to sneak past, -1. But this is nasty if you fail combat with her. Again, she's magical resistant instead of physical. So we'll be fine with the Tommy gun. No need to do a will check. She's just a creepy looking woman. So no sanity lost. No need to bother. Let's do that. We can use the Tommy gun on her. So that'll be 4 plus 6. All we need is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is halfway, so another trophy. And all I can say is I got very lucky that none of those monsters were super horrible that landed right onto his face. Let's see how he's doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trophies. That is amazing. He might look at turning these in for either a blessing or some clue tokens. But that is the movement phase done. I cannot believe he survived that unscathed. Cost us 1 clue, was all well worth it. Now, Amanda's the first player. She will not have an Arkham encounter, and he's the last player, Michael. He will not have an Arkham encounter in the streets. So let's slide up here, and the second player this round would be Dexter. So let's see, right here in the unvisited isle. See what we get. A group of hooded cultists are having a meeting among the standing stones on the island. Pass a sneak -1 check to overhear some of what they have to say. And that's weird. It doesn't say if you pass, gain 2, but it should. Yeah, it really should. So, sneak -1. Dexter's sneak is a 3. That is not bad. Okay. Let's see if I can get this on camera. There we go. So, 3 minus 1 is 2. Oh, perfect. 2 clues for Dexter. He earned 3 clues that turn. That will be great for him going forward. Move him into a gate. She is going to stay on the Curiosity Shop again, so let me grab that deck. The Dragon's Eye, the Ancient Tablet, and the Enchanted Blade. Let's see, one-handed +4 to combat. Spend 3 movement, discard. Roll 2 dice for each success. Draw 1 spell. For each failed row, gain 2 clues. Ooh, I would love to... but you got to discard the Ancient Tablet. I would love to fail to get the clues. I don't need any more spells. Exhaust and lose 1 sanity after drawing a gate or a location card to draw a new card in its place. That could be good. I don't know. Let's go with the Ancient Tablet. Yeah, I think we'll go with the Ancient Tablet. We're going to throw these on the bottom. She'll pay 8 for that. And now it's time for our first Otherworld encounter. And if you notice, the Dreamlands has all the colors, so shouldn't matter what I draw. Let's see here. Red does not say Dreamland, so we go to Other. It says pass a luck -1 check to discover a useful object in your wanderings and draw 1 unique item. Ooh, that could be good. A luck -1, and I think I put her luck up earlier, so let's see. Her luck is at, what, 2 + 1 is 3, so be a 2. All right. Let's see if I can get this in here. Ooh. We are definitely going to spend a clue token, and that will get her not just 1 die row, but 2. Do I try these? Let me get 2 different dice. I think I'll try these 2. She has burned through all of her clues. It is just ridiculous. I guess that's it. She'll fail. I was really hoping to get a free unique item with her, but she needs to get that item where you roll and fail to get clues, because I think she could fail. Mythos phase. Let's see what we get here. See if I can get it to... It's a new environment, so let's just look at this from here. If I can get it to focus. It says a blood magic, investigators who in their movement in the Rivertown streets may choose to delve into dark mysteries using their life force. They roll dice equal to their current stamina, and for every failed die they lose 1 stamina. Wow, if this reduces them to 0, they are devoured and the player must start a new character, otherwise they gain 3 clue tokens. Risking HP for 3 clue tokens. And you could do many. So, let's move over to the board and take care of all of this. So, portal opens there to another dimension. At Independence, we lose this clue token. We will draw a new monster because a gate opens. And, we get the Hound of Tindalos. Physical immunity. That looks nasty. Okay. Then, a clue will appear at the Unnameable. And that is way down here, I believe. And now we're going to move monsters. Luckily, we only have 2 monsters on the board. Now, we do move this Hound. And we have this new Migo just below the camera. So let me slide the camera back. And it will, sorry about that, it will move on the black. So it's going to go up into this area. Now, since this is an environment card, the old environment card will go away. This one will be on the board, and this is in the Rivertown streets. So I'm just going to move this marker over to the Rivertown streets and leave this card over next to the table. And I think that is it for the Mythos this time. Not horrible, but not great. And I forgot to put this card away. And of course I'm back real quick because I did mess this up. Let's take a look at this. It's a green border. So we need to flip this over and see what it says here. It says, when it moves, the Hound of Tindros moves directly to the nearest investigator inside a location in Arkham that's other than the hospital or the asylum. So if it was here, that's inside a location, so the streets won't count. See, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, yeah. Jenny would be the closest anyway, so it's immediately going to move into the curiosity shop. That is crazy. I guess that's what she gets for sticking around there for so long, right? It is now day 4 upkeep, and things are going pretty well. Really surprised at how well Michael did in that fighting. Poor Amanda's not rolling well. She's losing all her clues. So Dexter will be our first player now, our lead investigator, I guess, or whatever. Jenny will get $1, and I'm going to keep their stats the way they are. She doesn't need any movement. He has everything he needs. I've checked all this off camera, so let's just slide up here, and I think I've got them the way I want them. So I moved Jenny's fight down 1 because she's going to try to fight that Hound, and she's got some fighting here, but she doesn't really have a lot of will. We want to win the will fight against that monster, and we're going to unexhaust that to reuse it. I don't think she's going to use any of those. And with Mike, we actually moved his speed down 1. He only needs 3 movement to get to where he needs. So for Jenny, she will stay here. She's going to try to deal with this during her movement phase. And Dexter's going to move 1, 2, and Michael's going to move 1. And they're going to run into each other. So what they're going to do is, since he fought a monster that was physically immune earlier, Dexter's going to give him his magical dagger, since he has spells that are one-handed that will do magic. A lot more than 3. And Michael's going to give him the Necronomicon in case he wants to use that. So they'll swap those while they're moving, and then he will finish his movement and go to the Black Cave, and he will move right here to the Unnamed, grab him some clues, and Amanda simply moves 1 step along in the Dreamland. So first off, during her movement phase, she will sacrifice 2 movement to make another lore -2 check. So let's see, again, her lore. Jenny's lore is 3 -2, so that's just a 1. Didn't land on the mat. Good grief, it didn't roll. I know it's cheating, but it did not roll. It just stuck. All right, she failed. Whatever. I'm trying to make it land here to count it, but it is just not rolling and sticking. So nothing happens. All right. But now, during the movement, she's going to evade or fight that. And I think she's going to try to fight that. But see, it is a nasty monster. She does not want to lose this lore check. So, will. Will is now 4. 4, but -2. And yeah, she does have bravery. So let's see if we can get this to work this time. Yes, we succeed. All she needed was 1 success to avoid taking 4 sanity damage. Now, I think she is going to spend 1 sanity to cast Shriveling. So it is a sanity cost of 1 and a casting modifier of -1. So let's see. Lore is 3 -1. That's 2. She failed. Let me see if she wants to try to re-roll anything. She can re-roll a horror check, but not a sanity check. But somebody let me know. This says any phase, so she could technically do this during the movement phase before combat, so that if it doesn't work, then she could use one of these weapons here. right? Shouldn't that work? Because these are two-handed. Any phase. But I'm thinking, my plan was if this worked, I was going to use both of these. But it is possible I could use the shotgun. I'm thinking, but I'm gonna play it not. Okay, since I did not technically announce I was doing this during my movement. So she will go into combat with this penalty here. Let's see, fight is only a 2. This is a +4. So that is 6, and this is -1. Only need 2 successes, but she doesn't have any clue tokens or anything for rerolls. And she only got 1, which means she's going to lose 3 hit points. Oh, 3 hit points. Oh, that was a massive hit. Massive hit. All right. Does she want to try this again? Because yeah, I think she will. She'll spend a sanity, 1 sanity. And it doesn't say that you have to exhaust it, so she'll just spend the sanity and try that again. So that will be a wheel of 4 minus 2. Or no, I'm sorry. Lure of 3 minus 1, so 2. Come on. Nope. So she could be going down right here, folks. So combat's gonna be. Do I want to risk another? Yeah, let's try it again. Let's try it again. So lure is 3 minus 1. There, she finally did it. So now she will get in her fight. That is 2 plus 4 plus 6 minus 1. Come on. 2 successes. You have to get all the successes in 1 roll of the dice in this game. And there we go. Even without that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finally. She about died, but she got 2 points of trophies there. Let me clean all this up and put it back with her player board. Alright, Arkham Encounters phase. I feel bad how poorly I'm rolling for Amanda and Jenny. Now, I thought about sending him up there to the Independence Square, but she's not going to be able to seal this gate, I don't think. She probably won't even be able to close it, so let's just send him to the Black Cave. His encounter, since he's at a portal, he will move to the Dreamlands. Next would be in the roster would be Jenny. Jenny is up here so at the curio shop, so let's see what she's getting. We got the Nameless Cults, nope, Holy Water, and the Blue Watcher of the Pyramid. Lose 2 stamina, discard to pass a combat or lore against the gate. Yeah. $4. She'll buy that for $4, no problem. It's not that expensive, and she didn't really get to move last time because of that nasty monster, so. And then Mike here in the Unnameable. You notice a glint of light in a crevice. If you reach in, make a luck -1 check. And if you pass, draw a unique item. If you fail, feel short pain, a teeth on your hand. 2 stamina, 1 sanity. I don't think you're technically supposed to read ahead on that. You're supposed to have someone else read it for you, but a lot of people, I've already memorized these cards. I think I was going to try that anyway because his luck, let me check, his luck is currently at a 3. And yeah, luck -1. So let's give it a shot, right? It's a 3 minus 1 is 2. I don't know that he has any modifiers. I'll have to check. No, he has +1 to will, not to. luck. And he failed. He's got he's got 4 or 5 clues. I don't think I think I'll just take it. He had such a good turn last time. Something bad was bound to happen eventually. So he's going to lose 2 stamina and 1 sanity. Dexter is in the Dreamlands. Oops, I got 2 cards out accidentally. Dreamlands, here we go. Avalanche, pass a speed -1 check or lose 3 stamina. Well, that's great. Speed -1. I believe his speed was at 3 so that he could move over here. Yes. And he has no speed modifier, so 2. 2 dice. And I don't think you can see it, but he failed that. I don't know that I want to... No, I don't want to spend anything for that, so he loses 2 stamina. Unfortunate. 3 stamina. Oh, wow. Dreamlands are nasty. Dreamlands. Pass a luck -1 check to chance across one of the little red singing birds of Celephas. Its song brings solace and strength to your heart. Restore your sanity and stamina to their maximum values. Wow. That would have been great for anyone else but her. But let's see. A luck -1. Amanda's luck is a 3 plus 1 is a 4. And that is a 3. So let's get and you can see it right there at 5. So she passes and she gets to restore, I think, nothing, maybe 1 point. And it is the Mythos phase again. So what do we have? A headline. Any investigator with whiskey must pass a sneak -1 or get arrested and taken to the police station. Don't have it. If this occurs, they must discard their whiskey. In addition, his roadhouse is closed until the end of the next turn. Leave his card into play. So those clues are not able to get... So a clue would appear at the Black Cave, but it won't because there is a gate and a new gate at the Witch House, which means we have a Monster Surge. So again, clues cannot appear with portals, so we won't worry about that. We need to draw 4 monsters. First one will go here, then the Black Cave, then up at the Independence Square, and then the last one will go onto the Witch House. And that's just a cultist, no big deal. It was the Witch House, correct? Yes. I'm not interested in getting down there quickly and trying to close that and seal that because we've already had 3 Witch House cards. So I don't know that we're going to get that many more. Could be wrong. Ooh, an elder thing. Nasty. And Independence Square is going to get one of the masks. The Bloated Woman. She doesn't have any... let's see. Before making a horror check, pass a will -2 check or automatically fail the horror check and the combat check. Oh. Right. Maybe it's a good thing he did not go up to Independence Square, huh? And the last one is the Dark Pharaoh. All right. Well, that will go there. And I think that is it for this Mythos phase. All right. But I almost forgot to do movement. So let's see. That is a hexagon, not a circle. So let's see. This fella's going to move along the black path to there. That's a diamond. There's a hexagon. So the Bloated Woman will move there. And that is it. Yes. Okay. And I think I'm going to call this episode there. So please come back and watch some more as I struggle remembering how to play this game and rolling poorly. But I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and may God bless you.